where you refer to I will be tried the fire is First Corinthians chapter 3, verse let's read from verse 13. Every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is. Of what sort. Don't you get it? It's not about the work. It's not about the work. It's what sort of work it is. Are you aware you can be religious but wrongly religious? Don't you get it? You can give but wrongly give. Right? That's what it's talking about. You can give. That's what Paul said in 1 Corinthians 13, verse 3. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. But you get it? What sort of work it is. So it is the sort of work that will be revealed, not the work. I don't know whether you get that. Let me mention a name. Let's look at the former governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha. There was something he did that looked very, very stupid. Like dangerously stupid. Not just stupid, but you know when something is dangerously stupid. When he was contesting for governorship and all that and blah, 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 I saw a video of him in Kaduna State, eating in the midst of those Amajiri children who beg money at the middle of the express. He was just there, feeding them, eating, and blah, 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 because you want to contest an election. Is that not stupid? Meanwhile, the state where you are a governor, we know what transpired. Right? I understand he has a foundation. And people who have foundation, what do they say they do? Take care of people, is that not? Do you know how many foundations exist in Nigeria? And yet, there are only in Lagos here. How many foundations? How many NGOs? And yet, there are numerous people under the bridges, numerous people at the bus stops who have nowhere to go. Do you understand what I mean? So, they advertise what they don't do. So, even the little that they give it with an ulterior motive. So, it is that motive that will be revealed. That is the sort of work. Do you understand it? It is that motive that will be judged. So it is not about what you did. It is the motive for which you did it. The intention that you had for doing it or before doing it. That is what will be revealed. So if it is a corrupt intention, the fire will burn it off. But if it is of good intention, it will be purified as gold. So that's why I tell you, it is not about the degree of what you did. It is about the purity of intention, the purity of intent of your heart. Do you understand it? That's when the Bible talked about giving, it said not out of necessity. You see that? So even if, there is this person who spends 1 million naira to feed 100 people, and he records it and even shares some money to them and some raw food and all that, and he records it, right? And then he tells people, this is what I'm doing. And eventually they want to support, and he raises 100 million. Is that not? And out of that 100 million, he picks out 2 million to do the same thing. and then records it again. People seeing him do that, what would they say? Huh? He's doing well, he's a good man. Don't you see, he's a good pastor? Don't you see, blah, 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 and all that. But for him, what is he doing? Business. He's using them. Do you understand it? So now, when he gets to heaven, those things he did will be tried in the fire to reveal the intention with which he did it. If the intention was not pure, the work will be consumed. Because in the presence of God, the only thing that stands is purity. Who shall ascend the hill of the Lord? Who shall stand in his holy place? He that has clean hands and a pure heart. Who has not lifted up his soul or sworn. That's the only thing that stands before God. You know that purity consumes. Do you understand? So purity consumes. That's why the Bible says, no eye shall see God and live. Because the purity of God will suck you up. If it is with a pure motive, then that work would transform into gold. And then it will become a crown on his head. Not the work itself, but the sort of work that you did. Another good example is the offering that was given in the temple in the presence of Jesus. He said those who gave in millions, he said they gave out of the abundance that they had. You get it? He said, but this woman gave everything she had.